Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with my fairy treasures. Okay, well, that's my second time filming this because my camera just ran out of space. Anyway, okay, I want to share with you guys my Inktober. It's all finished. I did the 31 days. It was quite an accomplishment. I do want to share with you a guy named Jake Parker is the one who started it, I guess, in 2009. He started it just because he simply wanted to get better at get better at inking, and specifically, I guess he got like a black brush pen that he really liked, and he wanted to get better with that. So he thought, I can get better with just ink and this ink brush pen if I practice for 31 days. So he came up with this challenge, and he was telling everyone, hey, I'm joining this challenge, and acting as if it really wasn't his challenge. But, you know, people started figuring out he said that it really was his challenge. And 10 other people joined him, and then it just grew and grew and grew, and now it's like this big thing. So I just thought, what a great challenge to join. Dee Dee Willingham was doing it. I'm in her Ustream group, and I thought, let me check this out. So I checked it out, found out what it was all about, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do this because I'm pretty good at drawing and painting, yada yada, but I don't have confidence in just drawing anything that I want to draw. I was like, well, I can draw this, but I can't draw that. I'm good at drawing this, but I'm not. So I thought, you know, here's an opportunity for me to draw every day and just improve in my drawing. So you're going to see all kinds of drawings, not just one specific thing, because I really felt like I need to practice drawing all different types of things, not just, you know, what I'm comfortable doing. So anyway, let's get started, and I'll let you guys just take a quick peek and look through my 31 days. Okay, this is a cover page. This was my 6th day, but I made it my cover page, and I was entangled around the title. Here's the eye right in here. It's kind of hiding. Inktober, and I was entangled all around it. I think that turned out pretty cool. Okay, so let's go through, and we're just going to do a quick flip through, and you guys can kind of see what I did. Let's just make sure my camera's good. Let's go back, zoom out just a tad. Okay, there we go. Now we can make sure we can see all the pages. Okay, my first day, I've always wanted to draw a seahorse, so I did a seahorse here. On my second day, I did this butterfly. And I saw that butterfly in a calendar, and I always wanted to draw that, and I never had done it yet. And I thought, oh, let me do that. Plus, I took this butterfly and used the butterfly and made it into fairy wings, and you'll see in a girl here in a minute. I love this. Was another picture of a deer in one of my calendars, so I did that. That was on my 3rd day. 4th day, did these zebras, a mama and the baby. Oh my God, this was such a challenge to do this. This is not easy at all. I learned how to do some hashtags, some hashtagging, I guess is what you call it. Hash marks, hashtagging. Some hash marks to do shading. My husband taught me that because he's an artist. I did this girl, and this was like a photograph of a woman I did, but then I made her eyes bigger, her lips bigger. Those butterfly wings I showed you on a couple other pages, I made into her fairy wings. And then I drew this like jacket with this pretty dress. And then this is where I learned how to use watered down ink, like calligraphy ink. I saw a girl doing it, and I thought, oh, I want to color my stuff in with the calligraphy ink. And I went online to kind of research it out, and it was hard for me to figure out like what people were doing. Well, then I found out it's calligraphy ink watered down so that you can shade with it or color with it using ink. So you'll see me, I've done that in several other parts of the, that's how I got the shading, the coloring and the shading in the hair and here and here. So this, I did not like how it turned out at all. There's that. I did not like how it turned out at all. So I did redo her later on. She looks kind of like a witch, which if I wanted her to look witchy, it would have been great, but I didn't want her to look like a witch. I just want her to look like a pretty woman under the sea with her hair flowing. So I don't like how it turned out. I redid that and figured out her lips are out too much and the nose is out too much, and that's why she looks kind of witchy. Anyway, but you know, I left it because you know you're going through this process, so you're not going to like everything you draw. I did. Okay, you know, some of these aren't in order, but that's fine. We'll just keep going. It's 31 pages, so just know that. I did this one. I think she turned out really, really pretty. I love how she turned out. This one I really learned about how to get this hair flowing. So I like that mermaid. I think that turned out pretty cool. Next. Okay, I redid, this is that witch, and, witch. I didn't want to do a witch, what am I saying? This is the lady, I redid her. See how her nose isn't as, and her lips aren't as far out, so it looks a little more natural. And she just looks prettier, like she's just, you just see her head, just see her hair and her pretty face just going through, and I really like how that turned out. The second time. Okay. Then I did this little bird. This was another calendar. I saw this bird, and I wanted to draw this bird on this branch with the pretty flowers. And then I used that ink for the shading again. This is a Zentangle piece that I did. And these really aren't challenging or hard for me, but I love doing them. But I did get to practice the ink, you know, taking the calligraphy ink and watering it down to get different shades. And sometimes I would do, and honestly, some days I would just do Zentangle because I needed, I mean, I didn't have that much time that day, so I needed to do something I knew that I could get done. But I'm still practicing my drawing, and I still got to practice my shading and coloring in with ink, with calligraphy ink. Okay, next I did another, I love mermaids, so you guys are going to see quite a few mermaids. I love mermaids, so I did her. I love how I have her kind of going around, holding the moon, and her hair is like all crazy going into the ocean. And then I hung beading. I got the idea from this one when I did this, when I do this Zentangle, how the beads are hanging like this. I thought, oh, I should do that with her fins and have beads hanging. Okay. Next, this is another Zentangle. And this is really cool because you know what this helps you practice? This helps you practice hair strands. Like, don't you see that this and the hair here, they're similar. The techniques are similar. So, and the thing I also like about doing this is that you never cross over a line. If you stop here, you don't go right across. You continue it on the other side, which is a really important thing for when you're drawing. Anyway. And you want things to look like they're going behind something. Because if the line goes over it, well then, okay, if you want that look, that's fine. But if you want it to look like it's behind, you have to continue the line on the other side. Anyway, that's what this Zentangling really teaches you. Okay. Next, I did her. And I've drawn her before. But I wanted to draw her just in ink and then practice using the watered down calligraphy ink. I think she turned out really pretty. Let's make sure I'm still in frame. And you know what? It's kind of, you guys can see it, but let's shine a little bit more light on the situation. See if that's going to work. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Okay, here's another Zentangle piece I did here. These are some flowers that I made up a while back. And I wanted to play around with them and see, I wanted to play around with them and use my black brush marker with the calligraphy ink. And I like how that turned out. And then I did another mermaid with beautiful long hair and wings. And then her fins. That was really fun. And then I did another mermaid where I wanted to practice like her wings, like her being like at the bottom of the sea, and her fins being behind her, and then the hair flowing off. So I think she turned out really pretty. So I like how that turned out. This is let me check sure how I'm doing this. This is a tree branch. This is not a tree branch. This is a tree, like just the branches of a tree that I actually took a picture of when I was in Pismo, California. And so I just drew this out. This is my first time I ever drew like a tree with all of its roots and everything. So for my first time, turned out pretty cool. For my first time. Okay, so make sure I'm frame. And I think the tree could come out better if you're using color because, like, I don't know, you need all those different textures of color and everything. But anyway, it was fun to draw. Especially since I never drawn that before. This is another mermaid that I did. And her mermaid, like, flippers or whatever, they look like kind of like fire. And they're all down into here, over here, and they kind of flew up here. And then she's a fairy also, so her fairy wings are out. I like this one okay. I don't know. I didn't really like how it completely turned out, but you can't like everything. Okay, this is that same lady I drew before you guys saw, and I told you I really liked how she turned out. And then I just wanted to play around with some ink and color. These are the Tim Holtz inks, and I watered them down and colored her in. Well, I redrew her over again, and then I inked it. So I did the same girl twice, and then play with different color inks. Okay. I don't know why she's upside down. Let's just put her right side up. Here's another fairy mermaid. I told you guys I love mermaids. I love fairies, so I've combined a lot of them, or just made them mermaids, or made them mermaid fairies. Okay, there we go. And I like how she turned out. I think she turned out really cool. I was experimenting with these kind of wings where the wings almost look like fire. I love that. And also, and her wings look like that, and then also her, the mermaid fins look like that too. And then the hair, and then practicing with the calligraphy ink again. So I really like how she came out. And then the little ears kind of pointed. She looks very fairy-ish. But at the same time, she's a mermaid. I want to practice roses. Roses are something, I have a Donna Dewberry technique I do with roses, which is one-stroke painting technique. But I didn't know how to do roses. They're a very hard flower to do, because there's so many intricate little detailed parts, and they're going everywhere. Anyway, I said, all right, I'm going to break this down, and I'm going to learn how to draw roses. So I got some photographs of roses, and I really, really looked at them, and I just started making the shapes, just all about making the shapes of what I saw, and they started turning out. So this is one of them that I did here, and then I did the shading with the watered down calligraphy ink. Here's another one I did. I have to say I was very happy about how these roses turned out, because I was not too confident about doing them. Because these are things that, these are, like I told you, there are certain things I just didn't do. I'm like, oh, I don't really know how to draw roses. But I did it. So this one's okay, but I like it okay. This one, I love how it turned out. I think I have one more rose, yeah. And I thought this one turned out really pretty. Okay. This page I'm not that fond of, but I was playing around one day with some like, I call them my little dolls. I think I'm going to start calling these girls that I'm going to be painting or drawing and painting up my Angie's Angels. So this is playing around with some faces and stuff and some eyes and stuff like that. But I was playing around that day, and I said, and I didn't have time to do anything else. So I said, you know what? This is 26, and that's day 27, because that's what I did. I did this on the 26th. I did it on the 27th. I did them on the same page. So anyway, I was just playing around, kind of I'm trying to find a doll face that I want to use for these Angie's Angels, which hopefully I'm going to turn into digital stamps and put them in my Etsy shop. So I'm working on it. This is one of the characters I believe that I'm going to be using for one of my digital stamps. I love how she turned out. She's really fun and funky, very 70s boho look. So I think she turned out really cool. I like that she's wearing jeans, and she's got fringe, and she has her jacket hanging off her shoulder, and she has this really cool, like, type of big beanie on her head. So I think it turned out pretty cool. Okay, and over here, this was on the 29th of October. I just did a Halloween pumpkin. I'd never drawn a pumpkin before, so I thought, you know what, here's one of those opportunities for me to draw something that I've never drawn before. So I did a pumpkin. And then this is another one of those Angie's Angel characters that I'm drawing. So I think she turned out really, really cute. And let me show you something. I shrunk her up on my computer, because this is more of like what she would look like on for a digital stamp. Because for all of us who like do cards or, you know, mixed media or whatever, and we wanted to make her small, you can make her like a comic book size page, or make her small, and then I colored her up. So I think that turned out really cool. So I think she'll look really cute as a digi stamp. So just wanted to kind of show you that. And then I made her smaller too. Let me show you. This is how I made her. I made her a lot smaller too. So that's how she'll look as a digi stamp. Or a little bit, or this one, which is a little bit bigger. So I think this will turn out, I think these are going to be really cool digital stamps. I still have to put them through a program just to clean up lines and stuff. So I'm still working on that. So I'm still working on a lot of stuff for it. But anyway, I think that turned out really, really cute. She's like a little steampunk girl with a really cool dress and a little purse and boots and the hair everywhere and a steampunk hat. So I think that turned out pretty cute. And then I love this mermaid in a teacup or a coffee cup. You can do either way with a little saucer. So I think she turned out really cute. And again, that's going to be another digi stamp. That's what I'm looking for it to be. I think I made that one smaller too. And the reason I went in my computer is just so I can kind of see if these would be cute as digi stamps, because I'm drawing them really big, because it's easier to draw big and then be able to print them out smaller. So that's what she looks as a digi stamp. So I think that turned out really cool. Go down a little bit. So I think that as a digi stamp would be really cute. Let me come back out again. Okay. And I think, was that my last, oh, that was my last page. Page 31. Yep, that was it. So that was everything. So that's my Inktober, you guys. I did the 31-day challenge. I accomplished it. It wasn't easy. Some days, you know, because you have a lot going on, some days you just do not really have time to draw. So, but you better make time when you're doing a challenge like this. Anyway, I love doing it. I will be doing it again next year. And I may challenge myself throughout the year and have another, you know, month of drawing something every day. I'm even trying that now just to make sure I try to draw every day. It's not that it's hard to find time to draw every day, but I don't know. I'm going to try. I'm going to work on that because I think that's something important, that if I just do a little drawing every day, whether it's just taking and drawing like my pencil or drawing a little glass or a bottle, something simple, but just keeping up that practice of drawing. So I love doing it. Thank you so much, Jake Parker, for creating this challenge, and Dee Dee for introducing me to the challenge. I really, really enjoyed it. So, okay, you guys, thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Oh, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, that would be great. And I think that's it. All right, talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.